Happy to have you today. We are here for a really good reason to practice English and also to share thoughts, to share ideas about a beautiful topic where we're gonna discussing. It's going to be about money, about finance. Do you understand? So the topic, it's about like financial independence. The purpose is to practice English, as I said. We are not really expert in this area, but we are here. We know how to do things, especially using English as entertainment, do you understand? And I hope you folks are gonna get opportunity like to say things about that beautiful topic that we are going to have. So, and I know most of you guys you get opportunity to read the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad. You can use knowledge, things that you've learned from the book to really support your ideas about the topic that we're gonna discuss today. So my name is Mr. Michael, Teacher Michael. I am a TEFL and TESOL certified English teacher, and I've been teaching English for many years, especially teaching online. I've been doing that for some 6 years, and I really love it. I really love helping people, especially adult, to learn that beautiful language. You understand in a really proper way. So you guys, you're gonna get opportunity to say things, especially those of you who are on Zoom. You can open mic, and I'm gonna give you opportunity to say things. And you guys who are on YouTube as well, you can share your opinion, share thoughts in the chat where you're gonna get opportunity to really not really attend the club, but to participate as well. As you can see right here, as I said, you're gonna use that book, which said and prudent, to really support your ideas, talking about like financial independence. So the club we're gonna get, it's not only for tonight, it's going to be today and also Sunday as well. Today we're gonna get 3 questions, which is going to be the question number 1 and number 2 and number 3. And Sunday we're gonna finish with the other 3 questions. So the question number 1 says, what does financial independence mean to you personally? And why do you think talking about money is a taboo subject for most people in our society? So please, I encourage all of you be ready to say things about that beautiful question. And the question number two says, what are some good tips you've learned from the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad related to money making? And how do you plan to apply those tips to become free financially? And the last question we're gonna get for today, it's going to be the question number 3. Why shouldn't we hate people who are rich and at the same time not judge and criticize those who are poor? The club will be sweet, will be wonderful. That those, and I encourage you guys, you can share the link, the Zoom link, the YouTube link as well with your friend, with your family. Give them opportunity to be around with us today. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the question number 1. I encourage all of you guys, you can raise your hand and try to say things about that question. If you want to say things, as I said, just raise your hand and I'm gonna give you the mic and would like to share your opinion about that topic. The question number 1, what does financial independence mean to you personally? And what are why do you think talking about money is really difficult for most people in our society? Do you guys want to say something about the question number 1? If yes, raise your hand as I said. I'm gonna give you the mic, but if you're not ready, we can understand that. We can understand it. So okay, I see your hand right here. I see your hand. It's you, Miss, yes, Miss Jenica. Miss Jenica, we're gonna start with you, and after that, it's going to be other people. Let's go, please, Miss Jenica.
Good evening, everyone. My name is June. I'm listening from Nassau, Bahamas. I'm so happy to be here with you. Well, for me, financial independence is all about peace of mind and freedom. It means you can cover living expenses, handle emergencies, and make choice based on your happiness rather than just a paycheck. Regarding the taboo subject, I believe it comes It comes down to their things, fear of judgment, social tension, and how we were raised. People worry that something their financial status will lead to comparison or shame. So society treats it as a private story, private secret. That that's my point of view, teacher Michael.
Great. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, our beautiful, beautiful lady. I really appreciate and I really congratulate you as well because I know it's not easy to talk about a really deep subject like this. You're kind of brave to understand and to raise your hand and to be ready to say things about that topic. So we're gonna go with a different person, a brother. It's going to be you, Mr. Emmanuel. You get the microphone, open it, and try to spread your words, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jasmine Emmanuel. I'm listening from AD, especially at Petit Gob. It's a really nice pleasure for me to be here tonight to share my thought about the topic, especially about the first question. For me, financial independence means we get enough to survive, to take care of our family, to help people in need, and we don't have to worry about money. But we don't really work for money. Money works for you, like the book which I put that talk about. It's really important if you wanna be financially free, and not necessary to get a salary. We can be financially free and get a salary, but we have to don't worry about money. Sometimes we can get $1 million. We consider you don't really be financially free because if you work every day for money but you are not financially free, you have to let money work for you, like the book which I said talk about. But one of the most important thing, we can get $1 million, you still poor. But if you don't invest that money, like the book, the Cashflow Quadrant is talking about, but you can be on the right side or the left side of the Cashflow Quadrant, you are a poor person. The most important thing, you have to invest your money. Sometimes you can get loan from banks. They are really important to know how to invest your money. We can learn that. There are many schools we can learn how to invest the money. And it's a taboo subject because we don't really talk about it in our traditional school. But today I talked to someone, but that person told me there are some books, especially with that we have to teach our children, not only in India, all over the world, how to invest their money. But sometimes people just focus on to get a good grade, and after we're gonna get a better job, you're gonna get a fair job. No, there is a many a situation in life we can get money, we can be financially independent. The most important thing, we have to know how to invest that money. But even though in traditional school you don't really teach that how to invest your money, how to can be financially free, but one of the thing we have to do, especially people who get children, we have to teach our children how to get money to be financially free. Because rich dad, he was a great person. Uh, at the end of the day, he left bills to pay. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the poor dad. But it was a person really charismatic, the way he teach and at university, but at the end of the day, he was poor. But we have to make a lot of effort to be financially independent, even though it's not easy. But one of the things we have to do, don't be afraid to take risk. If you wanna be financially independent, you have to take risks. Every people who get financially fit, they take risks and they failed as well, but we have to do the same thing. This is my point of view, teacher Michael.
Great, awesome. Thank you, and thank you a million. Our dear brother from another mother, you did a really good job. I really appreciate it because I really paid attention listening to your brother. It was really sweet, really deep, and we really thank you, my dear brother. Okay, guys, so don't forget we are here. We are here tonight. The purpose is to practice English, but we are talking about money, talking about finance, do you understand? And especially using the book which included to talk about that beautiful topic. So the question number one says, what does financial independence mean to you personally? Uh-huh. And why talking about money? It's really tricky for most people in our society, especially us Asian. We're gonna go with you, please, our dear sister. Where are you? Okay. It's going to be Anna. I'm sorry. Anna, you get the mic. Let's go really quick with you, please. And later on, the other folks speak and I get opportunity to say things.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. Good evening, everybody. I'm Miss Hannah, and I'm a student of Teacher Michael in Common English Courses, and I'm listening from there. So, about that question, from that book, I've learned that is which that into that, and about financial independence. I learned so many things, but for me personally, I can say how can I describe a financial independence is how to survive and with path you're gonna invest your time. This is the first sentence I would like to share with financial independence because when you read that book, you can see that both of those dad wanted to be financially free. For the reason why I say that how to survive and which path you're gonna invest your time. And after financial independence, I learned that the mean is having freedom and know how to invest your time and to have your asset and be financially free from generation. And I can say that financially independence mean as well is not is having the mental very open. And I can say maybe if today you can lose everything, but if you got that mental very open, if you are financially literate, you can build as well what you have been building before. For the reason why you should be very literate. And I can say that making money work for you is not working for money, but if you are making money work for you, you are financially free because you can see in that book that which dad input that which dad can always say that like multiple times that make money work for you. And for the other part of that question, in our society, talking about money is so taboo because they create a system for most people because most people in our society is literate in word but not financially. They go to school, they learn you, they teach you, sorry, to make money, to work for money, not make money work for you. And other things that I can say that talking about money is taboo because much of the much of people they don't really know what to say about money. And they just go to school. They don't really know. They don't really got the knowledge to talk about money. And some people feel uncomfortable discussing about money, debt, and investing. Because talking about money, you should know how to say. And they consider that talking about money is so private for the reason why in our society talking about money is so taboo and other things. If you want to learn about money, you should go out and open your mind because to see how things going on. But otherwise, you never gonna hear people talking about money like just it's just a taboo subject. So it's
Mhm.
all. So thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving the mic.
Oh, really sweet, my beautiful sister. I really appreciate and I really congratulate you as well. You did a really good job. We really appreciate sharing your opinion about the question number one. Thank you. And about you, the other folks who are here on Zoom and also on YouTube as well. Don't forget, you guys on YouTube, you get opportunity. You can share your thoughts. If you guys you're here, you cannot really share your opinion while here. You can go on YouTube. You can share your opinion with text. Do you understand? Share your opinion according to you. C'est là où même qui ça indépendance financière veut dire. Qui ça indépendance financière veut dire pour vous? C'est une possibilité, c'est une opportunité ou gain pour là, pour capable partager opinion de sujet ça en anglais. Si anglais est difficile, sur YouTube, ou capable d'écrire réponse en créole. Okay? So now we're gonna keep on with two more people. First of all, it's going to be Elda, and after that, it's going to be another person. Let's go really quick, Miss Elda. You get the mic.
Good evening, everybody. Like Teacher Michael mentioned, my name is Elda. I am so happy to be there with us tonight. It's opportunity for me. I am so happy for that. So I will try to say something quickly about the financial independence. For me, I know it's about being able to live off your investments and returns without relying on a job. I can say also saving is a financial independence. Saving is a key to financial freedom. So managing your money to have enough savings to cover your expenses without needing to work is essential. For example, starting your own business gives you the freedom to control yourself, not depend on a boss or be anyone slave. You work willingly, not out of obligation. For example, in my case, I go every single day to work. I work for obligation because for one now I don't have financial independence. I am living to work to earn money, make money for a boss. If about obligation, not about myself. I can say, yeah, for one now having enough to live on represent your own identify, yeah, own identify, and the freedom to decide about time. You can say how you use your time. Yeah, Teacher Michael.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate and I really congratulate you, my beautiful
I am
Elda.
Teacher Michael. Let it be. I want to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think that you're done because you say, okay, okay, you can keep on. I'm sorry. You can keep on.
Utabu. This question is beautiful. So I want to say something. I know, Teacher Michael, in our life, we are living in a society not easy. Not easy, mention. This is question the money need to be reserved. For me, it's an uncomfortable topic to ask about because people advise talking about their income, debts, or savings to advise being judged. For example, my salary is a work secret. I keep in hiding or hidden. Imagine if my salary were very low, it would be a shame. Yeah, to tell or explain to people. And also, I think if my salary were hard, I wouldn't tell also them with people because I could generate. I could generate. I don't know this word, Teacher Michael. Nvidia, MB,
Mm-hmm.
in orders. I know money is incredibly emotionally charged. It's my security to protect myself, not because I am protecting my money, but I want I can't talk about that because I want to protect myself. Sometimes many people want to talk about how much they're in, about their expenses, But for most people, talking about money is a taboo subject because it's something private. Thank you, Teacher
Mhm.
Michael.
Yes, thank you very much as well, my beautiful, for double part of your question. Thank you, and thank you very much. So now we're gonna go with different people. Let me see, Steffi, if you're here. Let's go. We're gonna go with Steffi, and after that, it's going to be Miss Neji. Let's go really quick with you, please, Steffi. You get the mic.
Do you hear me well?
Go really well.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. And I am Stacey, for people who don't know me, and I am listening from Dominican Republic. I am a primary student from my language courses. It's always a pleasure, and I always honored to be among you guys because when we are here, we know we're gonna learn something new. And sorry for the voice because I have a headache really bad. This is why I couldn't. Yes, I tried to connect, but because I know I have to be there. Yes. And I really like all the comments the other guys already made. And I really appreciate the way they use what they have been reading from the books we have been reading about financial independence to, to give the answers they give. That's really sweet. And I can say for me, financially independent, like the other guys already say, it's about having time, more time, having freedom, optionality. It's about having relief from financial pressure. Because when we rely on an employer to work all your life, like the cash flow quadrant as an E in the quadrant, it's like you will work hard all your life. But when you choose to be financial and financially independent, it's different because it's a choice. There's a lot of people who choose to say, as an employee, work for money all their life. But in that case, as the Rich Dad and Poor Dad, the book says, Rich Dad have been using the two sources he has to become financially independent. Like he used the education from his dad, biologic dad, and his dad friend with the rich dad to be financially free. Sometimes to be financially free, you have to learn on both sides. And he did that. He have been working for multiple jobs in different area because he become financially free. While you're working, you're learning. To be financially free, like Miss Anna said before, you have to be learning the literacy. If you don't understand the literacy, you can still on the prison of as a E or S environment without never get out of the prison. I consider like a prison because if you're still working for money, you will never become financially independent. If you want to become financially independent, you have to make money work for you. And this is like I really like the why, who is in the rich dad poor dad, and also facing in the cash flow quadrant also is return on investment. You have to invest not only your time, but you have to invest your money. And we can see in one of the job, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki said he have been working, and the commission he has, he didn't spend it to become like to in the lifestyle he was living on. He saved this money, he get this money, and he invested. And while he invested, like even though he was mining other people's business, but at the same time, he was mining his own business also. The, the lesson to be financially independent, even though you are the E, like you are employee, you can still mind your own business. If you mind your own business, one day you become financially free. While you're the mind people business, like work from 9 to 5, you like when you get home, you don't stay like talking to friend or maybe stay in journal, maybe get on the app or play game, but you get your own stuff done in the time you have after the 9 to 5 hours. And financially independent say being able to take care of yourself. How many days you can survive without a job, without anyone in your house working for? This is what about financially. If you cannot survive, if your work or living expensive is $5,000,
a month, if you not work for 2 months, 3 months, you're already broke. You cannot say you're financially independent. This is not. But to be able to living without even, thinking about all the money you're gonna get to pay your bill. This is what about financially. And the only one thing you can do is by investing. When you're investing, this is why in the risk that put that there's a difference between asset and liability. If all you have is liability, you will never get financially independent. But you have to get asset. Asset is that get money in your pocket, not take money out of your pocket. And this is why since today you have to think what we can do or what I can do personally to get money not out from my pocket, but to get money in my pocket. That's my answer about the first part. But about the second part, it's a taboo because in our society, even though in our environment sometimes, it's difficult to talk about money. And sometimes when you talk about money, people can see like you're materialist. You don't think about anything else than money. But in the books I have been reading since the year before and until today, what you say about yourself comes true if you work on it. But if you talk about money and you do something about money, money gonna follow you. If you keep putting money away, money gonna go away from you also. It's not about only about money. But you have to talk about it if you want it. And when you desire something, you're gonna see what you can do to get it. But if you're afraid of talking about money, oh no, I don't want, but it's not our fault. It's our society fault, maybe our family fault, because they don't talk about that. The same thing happened to rich dad. Go get a job to get the security you want for life, the retirement you want for life. It is the same thing. Go to school, go to the university after you're gonna get a good job. But nobody never told you how you have to get a business to get money. No. But if you can do a statistic all over the world, most of the rich people, if they're not rich by inheritance, is by being an investor, an entrepreneur, or other things, mind their own business. That means you can mind your own business if you want to be financially free. Rich dad poor dad didn't have a good example from his biological dad, but he gets a good example for someone else. You have to take advantage of your entourage. You have to take advantage of the environment. You have to change. If you see this angle is not what you want, you have to change angles. If this is the way you want to be, if you still stay in your comfort zone, you will never be financially free. Never say, oh, I didn't raise like that. I cannot talk about money. Never say, it wasn't like that. You have to do something. If you want to get money, talk about money, do something. If you do what other people who is being successful do, you will be successful one day. That's my answer. Thank you so very much.
Great. Awesome. I really appreciate and I really thank you. And I really congratulate you as well. And the other folks that you pay attention and listening to. Thank you a million, our beautiful Steffi. We are here not only talking, but we know what we are talking about. So I really congratulate you and I really appreciate that as well. And speaking English, it's one thing. Ça veut dire parler anglais, c'est un bagay, mais quand ça pour dire en anglais, c'est un autre bagay. Même ici, là, sur l'autre cause. Et n'a pas l'anglais, nous devons camper pour nous bailler l'autre monde parler, mais nous ne parler pas de toute journée. You understand? I really appreciate it. I congratulate. Yes, Miss Neji. Neji, if you're ready to say things, I'm going to give you the mic. You get it. Open it and try to spread your words, please, my beautiful one.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening to Jamaica and everyone. And do you hear me well, to Jamaica?
Very well, very well.
Okay. I'm so excited to be there. And my name is Neji. And I'm connecting from Dominican Republic, especially and Santo Domingo Este. And I'm one of student of language common language classes. Yeah, according to to the rich dad and poor dad, financial independence is achieved when when your asset generate enough income to cover your expenses. And I really like the comments of the others, especially Mrs. Steffi, Teacher Emmanuel, and and the others. I almost they say everything. I appreciate that. The book teach that the goal is not simply to work for money, but to make money work for you. This can be done by building assets such as businesses, investment, or the source of passive income. One of the main lessons from the book is the difference between the mindset of the rich dad and the poor dad. The poor dad believes in working hard for a secure job, while the rich dad focuses on financial education, investing in creating opportunities. The book encourages people to think beyond earning a salary and to learn how money works. And about the the second part of the question, I can say yes, I think talking about money is still a taboo subject for many people have in our society. Some people feel ashamed to discuss financial problems, to discuss of debt, salary, or even investing because they fear judgment or comparison. Others were ways to believe money conversation are private, disrespectful. Because of this, many people grow up without enough financial education. I believe open and respectful conversation about money can help people learn, avoid mistake, and improve their financial future. Yeah, I can say thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me the mic, and thank you for the audience for paying attention.
Mm. Really sweet, really good. Our beautiful sister. I really appreciate and I really thank you, Miss Niji. You did a really good job. Even though I know it's not always easy because as a mother, you're kind of like busy taking care of your people. But being here tonight, get opportunity to really see things about that subject. I think it's really good. Thank you. And thank you, Amelia. Okay, guys, so I really appreciate and I really thank all of you for saying things about the question number one. Let me see. I see other hand right here. One is to really say things about that question. Let's go with you, please, my dear brother, Mr. Arley. You get the mic. You get the mic. So open it and try to say things, especially what does financial independence mean to you personally, and why talking about money is really difficult for us in our culture. Let's go, Joe, please, brother.
Okay, thank you, brother. Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Helen, as you heard it. I'm always from the R, especially Sosua. And it's a nice pleasure for me to participate tonight in that beautiful club event. I forget the club. And when I saw the link, and I was like, wow, forget the club. We have club today. Today is last Friday of May. And yeah, but I'm so glad to be here. So most of the time, many people say, I am finally independent because they are working, you know, and even sometimes the women say, I want to be financial independent, to not depend on nobody else or to not depend of husband and stuff. They are working with someone else. But according to which dad, financial financial independence means not mean working with somebody else because when you're working with somebody else you are helping that people or that person to get rich. Okay, financially independent means build your own things, like build your own business, as Stacey mentioned. previously. Okay, but sometimes you have to go to work with someone else because it in that way you can build your own things. Okay, because to build a business, uh, uh, you need to make the first part with something anyway. Like with you need to, for example, there are people who started with 10, like for example, like 10,000. You need some money anyway to start a business. You need to go to work with someone else, but with an objective, with a goal to be financially independent. Okay, but while you are working with that person, you not only concentrate on the money you will earn, but you concentrate on learning how to be how to get money work for you while you're working with that person. I remember there was an example in that part. It was a boy. I mean, Mike. Mike. Mike was working with the witch dad, and he was learning with the witch dad at the same time. So while Mike was working with the witch dad was teaching Mike how to get a witch or how to be financial independent in his life. Not like school not teach people to get financial independence. So life is the life will teach the true lesson how to be something in your life. So that means you can be working with someone else and you are learning at the same time just to start your own thing. But it is poor is when you just working with people. You're helping that people to get rich and you never try and build things. And people say, I'm working with the government, I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, I'm a lawyer, I'm everything. But you're still working with somebody else. It's not your own things. Okay. So in our culture, why we it's difficult to talk about money most of the time in our culture because when if you are talking about money in front of sorry for the word in front of poor person, it seems like you are insulting them, you know, because they're like saying you're not doing nothing and you're talking about being rich. How you will be in that level? How you will get rich if you are not doing nothing, if you're not working? So for our culture, they not think about that sentence. That sentence will say not waiting for perfect time. They just think about if you want to be financial independent, you should work. You should be doing something. And when you're as a young boy, you are growing up and you're talking about having this, having that. They're like asking you, you where are you working? Where are you working? So it's kind of like you insult them, those people. Okay, but in fact, there are families where they accept their child to talk about money because they have vision. They see future. They not only see present, but they see future. But we got a problem of highs in our culture because most of people in our culture see just present, not future. Okay. Um, if I remember I was reading a book named it's the same which that. I mean, I forget the title, but there was a part of this book. I would say, dream big, dream big. You don't even wait for big things, but start dreaming big since you are small because um the more you more successful people today become successfully rich is because they were dreaming about it before, you know, they were dreaming about it before. So that's we cannot change it in our society, in our culture. It's um, it's a catastrophe because we cannot like talking about money. I remember I was like talking about, I mean, not me, my big brother was saying to my mom, you know, mom, I want to be build a big school for you in Capation. And my mom said, okay, guys, we gonna hide the wallet in the house. So for her, my brother wasn't have money. Why he was talking about building a school in Capation? But that was his dream. That was his dream. You feel me? Yeah. So to make a short summary about that, I just said being financially independent does not mean working with somebody else or working with people. It means build your own thing. And sometimes you gotta work with someone just to build your own. Okay. And what the reason why in our society people mostly don't accept us to talk about money in front of them is because as I said previously, I'm sorry for the word, but I will say it again. You cannot talk about money in front of poor person or people in low like people who don't have money. You are talking about money in front of them. You are like insulting them, according to my perspective, not a general idea. No, that's according to me. All right. So thank you, brother. I hope you heard everything I said. Um, I wish I can say more after.
Mhm. Great, great. So thank you. And thank you very much, our dear brother, from another mother, you, Mr. Allen, for sharing your thoughts about that beautiful question that we are discussing together. So don't forget, guys, the club is not only for today. We're gonna get the club today, and we're gonna get it Sunday as well. Today I'm kind of sick, but I feel okay now
Are you
with some
tired?
folks around here. Not tired.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I feel kind of sick, yeah, but as I told you, I feel okay now being here with you guys, talking about money, talking about good stuff. I think it's really good. And also, this coming Sunday, guys, we're gonna cover the other three questions. Today, it's three questions. It's more about like money, financial independence. It's like mindset we really need, like to do things. But Sunday, it's going to be a kind of deeper. You understand? It's like the will path to go, do you understand, to financial freedom. So that the reason I encourage you guys, be ready, keep preparing, especially for Sunday, and also invite your friends and family as well to be around because we're gonna learn, we're gonna share ideas, thoughts about this beautiful subject, and also entertain ourselves as well. You feel me? So today we are here talking about like financial independence. As you know, the purpose is to practice English. Donc, si yon moun la ou se debitan ou bien ou vini la pou prime fwa, donc sa se pa li menm ki kou kote nou ansinye moun nan. Kou yo fet 2 fois par semen, live se platform ki le Zoom lan, kote moun an klas avek moun ki nan menm nivou ave ou, sauf etidyan ou siti yo nan plizye peyi sou ter. Donc, si vous êtes débutant, nous commençons à avoir un débutant, nous avons une classe pour intermédiaire, nous avons une classe pour étudiants qui avancé. Donc, nouvelle session a commencé lundi qui a premier géant pour encourager les familles, les amis, les voisins autour, ce qui t'a aimé apprendre anglais avec nous. Mais club de Ganswea, c'est 100% anglais. Donc, si vous avez dit quelque chose en créole, vous pouvez partager dans un commentaire sur YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna go with Abwadewa here. It's going to be you, Mr. Wabi, the last person in that question. And after, we're gonna try to go a little deeper, especially about the book that we are talking about. Mr. Wabi, you get the microphone. Open it, say something, especially what financial independence means to you personally, and according to your point of view as well, why it's so tricky to talk about money, for most people in our society.
Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. I greet you, teacher,
Hello.
and everyone else who praise it and the meeting. So I greet you guys. It's a good pleasure to me to be here in this beautiful subject, guys, to participate. So I'm living in the all, especially in La Vega City. So I'm Asian, as you already know that I'm from Haiti. And then I'm one of Comrade language course students. Okay, I'm gonna give my point of view about the question. What does financial independence means? And then to my personality. So according to me, I think that uh, financial independence means, first of all, you have to educate it financially. It's because so you can have a great background degree, otherwise you'll spend all of your whole time in a big school. After that, enter to the biggest university to learn a great profession, and then you had to go all the way to looking for a secure. You fear you fear to not getting poor, and then you had to go to working to other people, like in the quadrant, in the E quadrant. So you think that you're financial free, and then you lie. So like Mr. Allen has mentioned that, so sometimes, like especially for the girl, so they think that they are financial free. They got a financial freedom when they got a better job. So they earn money, they earn big money. All of the month come, they got beautiful big money in their hand. So they think that they are financial. They got a free financial. So they are lying. So you have to educate it financial, like poor dad and rich dad was educated the student. So the rich dad was educated the kid different than the poor dad. By the poor dad was educated the kid, so to get a better job, to go to school, to learn a profession, a better profession, to get a better job. So it's not. So you have to get out in the quadrant, in the left quadrant, and then to be in on the right quadrant, in the quadrant like the B or the I quadrant. Maybe you can employer, you can in the quadrant E, and then you got your own business. You mind your own business. You got so you you got a business, a better business. So when you at the same time you work to other people, you got a business. So that can lead you to be financial at the future. Like when you when some people financial free financial, uh, it's when you are in the quadrant I. You invest your money. You make money work for you, not your work for money. Not you have to get you have to get up early in the morning to go to job, to work very hard. Not you can earn many money each month, and then you are not free financial. You don't have you don't have financial freedom. So the better you work hard, the better you earn money. Like in the agent, is the better you got more problem, you got more stress. But you have to be in the right quadrant, like the B quadrant or the I quadrant. So it's like that, and then so you can you can you could see that in the quadrant, in the cash flow quadrant. So the rich people don't pay the tax. So and then you can see that the poor people pay their tax. So this is what it is. The more you're looking for secure job, you're looking for a better employer, the more you will draw down and the poor and like a poor people. So for the second question, so like uh you can show me it, teacher, please.
Yeah, the other part of the question says,
The other,
why talking about money is a taboo subject for most people in our society? Why?
and I was just
Mhm.
so most of our nation, like most of our people around us, they not they not educated financial. They are just educated to get a better job, to get looking for a secure job. They fear to not get in poor. This is the reason they when you talk about money in front of people, you're facing some people, and then you talk about money, like you say, you can say that. So my dream is become a rich people. We become a rich man, become a millionaire. So sometimes they just are laughing at you. Is because they are not educated financial. They're not educated financial. But uh, you can sometimes they see that you're not a big professional. You don't have a big profession in your hand. So how could you become you will become how could you will become a millionaire? But they don't think that you can educate it financial. So this is the reason I think that. So people, when you're facing people around you, and then they think that when you talk about money, that just a taboo for them. So thank you, teacher Michael, for giving me the mic to respond by the question.
Oh, well, really good, brother. I'm sorry, but I really think and I really congratulate you, and I really congratulate all of the other folks as well, who really spent time talking about that subject. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but I really appreciate your hard work. Do you understand? You read, you get knowledge, you know how to talk about difficult subject in English. I really take and I really appreciate that. My dear brother. So don't forget, guys, as I said, the club is not going to be only for tonight. It's going to be today and also Sunday as well. Sunday will be really, really, really sweet, will be really deep. Pour raison ça, moi, di nou club là, c'est pas seulement jeudi, il y a dimanche tout. Donc, nous avons sur Zoom, nous avons sur YouTube. Ça veut dire que c'est toujours le même lien. OK? C'est toujours le même lien. Donc, si pour une raison, pas à participer, donc, l'autre trois questions, il y a pour dimanche. Okay, so thank you. We already covered question number one, as I said, but now we're gonna go to the question number two. The question number two will be a kind of easier because it's going to be directly we're gonna go. I'm sorry, it's going to be directly we're gonna go to the book. We go directly to the book, people. So I think you will really have thing to say about the topic because the question number two related to the same subject. That question says, what are some good tips you've learned from the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad related to money making? What are some good tips you've learned from that book related to money making? And the other part of the question says, so, but how do you plan to apply those tips in your life, in order life to become financially free? So let me see. I know most of you are here you read that book, but some other folks who are here maybe they don't really read. They don't really read that book. So when you talk about the book, I'm sorry, the book Which Dad and Poor Dad, it's a really sweet book that talks about two fathers. I know if you guys give me a second, if you can really see the screen, the screen because we get picture right here. I think that picture can really tell you something. We get it seems like we get two fathers right here. Do you understand? Two fathers, but they have two different mindsets. They have two different mindsets because they don't really see things, especially related to money. They don't really see it that way. They have different point of view, different opinion. So we get a short comment with this paragraph. I would like somebody to read it for me. I would like somebody to help just to read it for me. Can somebody read this little paragraph for me, please? It's going to be Miss Anna. Miss Anna, please, if you can read for me. And you the other folks, pay really good attention, please.
Kiyosaki
O-
book.
Okay, two fathers, two philosophies. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two fathers. Figure his biological father, poor dad, an highly educated man who believed in job security and traditional education, and his best friend father, rich dad, an entrepreneur who taught him that the healthy don't work for money. They make money work for them.
We good. I really appreciate it. So Miss Anna did a really good job, guys. So this is the two philosophies. Do you understand? They see things as I said differently, especially related to money. So this paragraph really help us, do you understand, to really understand when they say two father, because in general we don't really get two father, but when they say two father, it's like the biological father of Mr. Robert, and also the father of his friend, Mr. Mike. So, because he has learned things from these two people, he considered the biological and the other father is father as well. So we say that they had two different like philosophies. They didn't really see things in the same way. So in the book that we read, the Rich Dad and Poor Dad, we learned like especially six lessons in that beautiful book. We read, I'm sorry, we learned especially six lessons. As you can see right here, I need, especially people who don't comment, I need somebody to read the first lesson for me, please. Who want to read the first lesson? I need a different person, not Miss Anna, but I need a different person to read the first lesson that we've learned from the book. Can somebody? Because we get six key lessons that we've learned from the book. I need another person to just to read the first one for me, please. Who want to read the first key lesson that we've learned? I don't want you to comment, just read. It's going to be nature, please. Let's go. Beautiful.
Key lessons. The rich don't work for money. Why
Actually,
did
I'm sorry.
only that?
Yeah, I just wanted other people to participate, but they don't really raise their hands. You can read everything. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why teach financial literacy? Mind your own business. History, taxes, and comparison. Which invent money. Work to learn, don't work for money.
Thank you very much. This is the six, I can say the six key lessons that we've learned from that beautiful book. So while here, they go a little deeper about like the mindsets of the two fathers. The mindset of the two fathers. We get the poor dad's mindset, and also we get the rich dad mindset as well. I need two other people. I think one of you is going to be, let me see, I need one person to read the poor dad mindset, and the other person is going to be the rich dad mindset. It's going to be early. You're going to read the poor dad mindset, and Mr. Wabi, you're going to read the rich dad mindset. Let's go really quick, please.
Okay, poor dad's mindset. Go to school, get good grades, and find a safe, secure job. Poor dad believed and working for money, relying on a steady paycheck, and claiming the corporate leader. He valued job security over financial freedom and saw employment as the path to success.
Really good. Thank you very much. And about you, Wabi? Can you read the Rich Dad's Mindset, please?
Rich dad man, don't work for money. Make money work for you. Rich dad believed in building businesses and acquiring assets that generate passive income. He valued financial education, entrepreneurship, and creating systems that produce wealth without trading time for dollars.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate and I really think as well because we get like different mindsets of the two fathers. So I really appreciate it. I really think. So now it's just to get a clue about what is the book about. But now we're gonna go into details. You folks, what have you learned, especially some really good tips that you've learned from that beautiful book, and how do you plan to apply them in your life? Now we're gonna go with Steffi, and after that, we're gonna go with other people. Guys, what are some really good tips that you've learned? Try to be specific if it's possible. Everybody, you get opportunity to say things, especially you, Miss Nancy, you, the other folks, all of you, you will get opportunity to say things while here, things that you've learned from that beautiful book. Let's go, please, Steffi, and after another person.
Thank you again to Michael for giving the mic a second time to share my thoughts about the book, Which Dad Who That. Do you hear me well?
Really well.
Thank you. One, I have learned so many tips in that books, and I hope one day I will be able to talk like Mr. Robert Kiyosaki and so many others, because if they have been doing it for a long time, they have been being successful because those tips are really good and helpful. And Mr. Robert, especially, I've been learning from the rich dad about those tips. He just apply them and he gets results. And I think this is why I can say those tips is really helpful. The first tip I can say I can learn about, it's focus on acquiring assets. This is the first thing I can say. A lot of people say sometimes it's focusing on acquiring liability than assets. But focusing on acquiring like assets is like, and Mr. Obi Sai, he was working on investment. He has his own systems, even though he has been failed 4 times. He has been successful in the 5 companies, but he made it to the top. But because he was focusing on acquiring asset, not liability. And the other things I learned from Rich Dad Poor Dad because I can make a difference between liability and asset. You can have a car, but it's not your asset. You can have house, it's not your asset. In the book, I have been learning, I don't know if it's Rich Dad or Cashflow Quadrant, it's not a lie what the maker say. The house is an asset. Whose asset it is? If you always pay the mortgage all the time, it's not your asset. Like the diagram show in the book, it's the bank asset because it get money from you. But if you have a house, the bank help you to pay for it, and you have someone else living in this house, and that person pay the loan, and you get something go get to your pocket. This is your assets. But because every time you have something who take out money from you is not an asset, it's a liability. And this is why we have to stop get too much liability. There is some of them, it's essential. This is why in the diagram we can say sometimes there's a diagram which show expenses, income. There is another one to say asset, liability. But you will always have expenses, like you can still spend like on food, it's essential. You cannot live without food. But there is some of them who is not asset, who is not important. We're gonna be a liability if you don't really need it and you get in debt for it. It helped me to see whatever I have to spend my money, I have to think before. What I gonna get, it will be an asset or liability. That's gonna help me to be financially independent as him because he did that and he get results. Another thing is he say don't make money work for you. You can still work as an E, as an S, but you make money work for you. All you can do that, he teach me. I in the book I learned, and the money you get paid for, don't spend everything. You have to get some saving or invest it in something else. In other way to get a passive income. While you still mind other people business at the same time, you can mind your own business also. Another thing I've learned is think like an owner. It's like you elevate yourself. You see yourself not always as an employee, but you can see yourself as the business owner also. Do you hear me, Teacher Michael?
Really well, really well. You've been doing a
Okay.
great job. Keep on.
Yes. How can you do that? Is because sometimes you can have the money, you work for the money, but you choose to invest it. You can do that so many ways. Like you creating content or a product to sell. You can still working and you like nowadays digital marketing is really, in vogue. You can still using that to get some income, passive income while you're still working as a E. And you never know if you create your own system like they did, you will be, an owner one day because you have the goal and you work on it. Another thing you can do is like you starting a side business. Yeah, some people I know maybe they go to work 9 to 5, and maybe to 2 3 hours they have a lot of another business they have. They go there and get some money. Even though you can have 10 money, there will never be enough because we know life. As you have money, you're gonna have the desire to spend money, and this is one of the things I really like. Don't change your lifestyle. Even though you have the passive income, the like people said, they upgrade the lifestyle. If you upgrade your lifestyle, you will become like you will never get financially independent. The money you get from the other business, you still invest it to acquire liability than asset. You will never get financially. That helped me. And the rich dad, poor dad, after is the rich dad keep a whole lifestyle. After he was being really rich, it's changed even the house he was living in. He never changed the lifestyle. He get the same truck. He has so many businesses, but he's still the same. But after he's satisfied about the asset he has, he changed the lifestyle because he will be not paying for the lifestyle. Is the why he gets the return on investment we're gonna pay for this lifestyle. This is why he will still be financially free because he will never get in debt to be upgraded the lifestyle he has. And the last thing I can say is learning. Rich dad always learn. You can see he have been in different type of job. He has learned. He have been in the oil company. He has learned. One of the things is in the cell company also at the Xerox one. He have been learning how to put the shyness he has away and how to sell. This skill gonna help him to sell his own business. Even though you're still working with someone, to do it well. Don't waste time. The skill you want to acquire well because one day you're gonna need it to build your own company. And never, never, never underestimate whatever you can be learning from something or someone because one day you're gonna need it. Be willing to learn. Be willing to communicate. Be willing to do whatever it takes to get what you want. This is why this book teaching me. But the second part of this question is how I can apply them. One of the things I'm trying to do right now as I'm talking is to try to create something. But it's not about something, really small, but it's something it's the system. I want to create the system. This is the system gonna give you the money. Because in the quadrant, we have E and S in the left side. S is like you can say self-employed, but they're not financially independent because they always depend on themselves. Even though you can still have a lot of business right now, but try to make it a system. The system is whenever you are here or you are not here, you're gonna still making money. Even though you go away for 1 year, 2 years, the system gonna still work because you have people on place to work for you. If you want to be financial free, not talk about a little business, a tiny business. Even though the idea can be tiny at the beginning, but don't make it tiny, make it big if you want to be financially free. This is why I, from today on, I'm gonna try to apply those tips in other way to be financially free. Thank you so very much, Jamaica, for giving the mic.
Yes, yeah, you made it. You made it, my beautiful sister. I really appreciate and I really congratulate. And I'm so proud of you as well to get you as my bird, kind of flocking together, reading these amazing books together. It's really good. It's really good. And I'm kind of expecting for, do you understand, like to see you at the top. And we're gonna be someday. Do you understand? Because we dream about it, we work for it every day really hard, trying to create things. We can work with people, we can work for people, but at the same time, mind our own business. Thank you. And thank you very much, my beautiful sister. So we're gonna go with different people. Don't forget, guys, that club is a kind of really sweet, really interesting. We are here practicing English. All of us who are here, we are Asian, but we are here doing things in different languages, especially English. So we gonna go. Let me see. We're gonna go with you, please. Neji. After Neji, it's going to be early. After early, Wabi. And you, the other folks, keep raising your hand. What have you learned from this beautiful book? Especially, we're talking about Rich Dad and Poor Dad. What are some good tips that you've learned, and how do you plan to apply them in order like to reach your financial goal? Let's go really quick, Miss Naja, please.
Yeah, thank you again to Jamaica for giving me a second time. One thing I really touched me and which dad to dad is the fact that Robert started learning and about money when he was only 9 years old. At the age which dad was already teaching him lesson about businesses, about asset, and how money works. That made me reflect on my own life because normally I am someone in my 30s and I spent about 14 years in classical school and other year and a life in vocational school studying office administration. Yet nobody really taught me about financial education, investing, how to make money work for me. Most of us are taught how to study, get a diploma, and find a job, but not necessarily about to build wealth and become financially independent. That is why this book is so powerful to me. And it opened in my mind because it made me realize that financial freedom starts with education and mindset. Now I can say I got money in my mind. Another lesson I learned is that which people focus on building asset while many others spend money trying to look successful. The book also teaches us not to fear failure because mistakes can become lesson that helps us grow financially and personally. Yeah, to apply this lesson in my life, I plan to continue learning about money and improve my skills and save and invest wisely and focus more building asset and also multiple sources of income. I don't want to work all of my life only to survive. I want to reach a level where money gives me more freedom, more stability, and
Yeah.
more opportunities for the future. Thank you,
Mm.
Teacher Michael.
Congratulations, my beautiful sister. I love it. I love it. And see you at the top as well. You get your ticket. Be ready. And see you. I really appreciate, I really take my beautiful. So don't forget, guys, we are here. We are talking about money, talking about finance, but the purpose is to practice English. Donc, si on nouveau ici, là, et puis on dit, on pas comprendre ça qu'a fait là, donc c'est anglais qu'a parlé. Là, c'est pas les mêmes qui courent, c'est pas les mêmes qui classent. La classe, vous faites 2 fois par semaine. Chaque classe, vous direz 2 heures de temps. Et on a classe avec étudiants qui ont le même niveau avec vous. Si c'est bébé là, là, nous faisons classe là, bébé là, là, jusqu'à ce que vous avancez. Donc, si vous avez un niveau déjà, nous passons au test, nous connaissons quel niveau pour le mettre. Mais si vous avez un niveau du tout, vous commencez dans le niveau débutant. Et ça qui est intéressant, nous avons un groupe WhatsApp côté nous fait pratique chaque jour qui permet que vous pas juste apprendre, mais vous pratiquer ça, vous apprendre mieux. Et après ça, nous avons un club lectif côté nous lit 2, 3, 4, des fois même 5 livres par moi-même qui permettent que nous sommes capables de connaissances suffisamment pour nous parler des sujets difficiles. Ça. À ce moment-là, nous allons parler des corps, nous allons parler des finances et spécialement qui ça indépendance financière veut dire pour nous et qui ça nous apprend dans les vies les pères riches et pères pauvres là, et comment nous sommes capables d'appliquer ça dans la vie nous pour nous capables de devenir indépendants dans le domaine financier. So now we're gonna go with a different person. It's going to be let's go. I'm sorry, Mr. Erling. We're gonna go with Mr. Emmanuel because you know Haiti, and after that it's going to be you. Let's go, please, brother. Mr. Emmanuel, we get the microphone, open it, and let's go really quick.
Thank you, Teacher Michael, for the second opportunity. One of the most important tips that I've learned about the book is even though I work, I get a paycheck, but I don't have to work to earn, but I have to work to learn. This is one of the most important things that I've learned. And this tip can help me, even though my goal is to be financially free, but I have to get a certain point. I have to start, but I have to get enough, not a lot of money, because this book talking about something really important, not necessarily to have money to make money. But even though I don't really get money to invest, but I can make money. Sometimes I can post some products and people can see that. It's not necessary to get that product, but if I get it, it's not a problem. But if other is like a marketplace or other people around me, if we sell the same thing, but we can post that product in order to give people opportunity to buy it. And another tip that I've learned it's really important to invest in ourselves, especially not necessarily to go to school, but we can learn on social media. We can read books that related to our goal. That, like Ms. Steffi said, we can invest in ourselves, how to speak, how to become financially free. Whatever it is, but we can try our best in order to invest in ourselves. One of the most important. And sometimes people prefer to invest in our parents, but it's not a bad thing too. But the most important thing, we have to invest in our brain. Sometimes we can take some seminars, some classes, maybe online if we don't have that in our area, but we can take it in order to invest. You don't really know, maybe in the future. For example, we are learning English in common language courses. Maybe in the future you can be a teacher, you can get a better job because learning a foreign language like English is a global communication and can help you to get a better job. We don't really know. One of the most important things we have to learn, invest in ourselves, and deal with people around you, especially people who got the same goal as you. And sometimes don't ask advice from people who will be who don't have time to invest in ourselves, especially related to money. If you want to be financially free, that we have to speak with people who already achieve financial independence. I don't want to be too long because there are other people who want to say something. Thank you, teacher, for the mic.
Congratulations, my dear brother, Mr. Emmanuel. I really appreciate and I really take and I really congratulate you as well. Thank you. So now let's go with and go. We're gonna go with a different person. It's going to be Arlen. After that, it's going to be Wabi. Mr. Arlen, you get the microphone. What are some good tips you've learned from the Rich Dad and Poor Dad related to money making? And how do you plan to apply them in your life to become somebody with money? Let's go with Quay.
Okay, thank you one more time for the mic. So one of the most one of the things that I appreciate the most in Ujad and Pudad, it's Mike, this young boy with 9 years old. Really, he made a big impact on me. When I was reading how he was very like active, asking questions, you know, he even start doing something with his friend to see if he can be rich or if he can get money. When he asked his father, um, I wanna get rich. How to get rich? His dad say, if you wanna get rich, you gotta work for that. And he built something, even though his dad said it was illegal, but he built it anyway. So that shows he wanted to um to get rich. So that means what I've learned from that, yeah, it's good to hello. It's good to keep dreaming big, but also it's good to start something, start doing something. And the sentence which don't work for money, but they get money working for them. This simple sentence is very vast. It's very big. Okay, it's when I started to meditate a little bit about that sentence, I was like, um, yeah, now I'm working for money. I'm working for money. I don't have money working for me, but how I can get money working for me? And then the answer that I find for that is to get money working for you. That requires knowledge about using money.
Mhm.
The way you use your money is that will say if you can get money working for you, or if you can steal, or if you will steal working for money. For example, you pass by a store, you see some good things over there, and okay, oh, that was beautiful. Wow, I want to buy. Okay, it's cool. You wanna, it's cool. It's good to have good appearance. When you come up and somewhere, people will see you. Yeah, you are awesome. You are beautiful. But if you got a vision, if your dream is to get money working for you, you have to reject beautiful things, or you have to leave your comfort zone. To leave your comfort position to go to uncomfortable position, and you will be successful by being in an uncomfortable position. You feel me? So I meditate a lot about this sentence. Stop working for money, but get money working for you. For me, I see this simple sentence. I see it like now as part of my life. And there was something I learned from the witch dad is, for example, everybody here know to start a business you need to get money, or you need to have money to make money is the slang from the witch dad, right? You need to have money to get money. But he say also, if you don't have money, you work for money with goal to if you don't have money, you work for money with goal to get money working for you. But while you are working, not always waiting for the paycheck. Of course, we need the paycheck, okay? But focus about learning. Learn more than waiting for the paycheck, and then you will finally get money working for you. Those tips I learned them from which that. So how I will like trying to apply them in my life. As if, some of you know, I am working as a receptionist. So my dream is to not working as a receptionist forever. Is to have a business, to build my own business. My bad, I cannot say what type of business right here. That's it's kind of it's kind of private. It's kind of private now. But my dream is to not uh still working as a receptionist, but is to have my own things. But also as young, people know they're young today in Sosua, I mean in Dominican Republic, as young as people who waste money a lot, by buying sneakers, buying new clothes, buying new motorcycle, um, but which that say if I wanna get money working for me, I got to have knowledge about using money. I gotta know how to use my money to get rich, and do not always feel comfortable in my comfortable position. Leave my comfortable place to be in uncomfortable position to being successful in that uncomfortable position.
Hmm.
All right, thank you, brother.
Congratulations, brother. I really congratulate you. And the thing that you're doing now, especially working as receptionist, keep working hard and try to learn and try to know to learn how to deal with other people, especially in the area where you are, because you will need that skills in the future. Do you understand? Like to become the person that you dream of doing. So thank you, my dear brother, Mr. Erlen. I really appreciate it. And I really love the mindset that you have as well. We are here for the same reason. You're kind of flocking, brother. Good job. Thank you. So now, don't forget, guys, we are here talking about money and finance, but the purpose is to practice English. Nous allons parler des finances, nous allons parler des comptes, mais objectif là, nous pas expert dans le domaine, non, même quand nous avons pile connaissance, but objectif là, c'est pour nous pratiquer anglais. Donc, si vous avez apprendre anglais, si un voisin ou une famille vous avez apprendre anglais, vous allez le contacter, nous, on va montrer comment pour lui faire ça, okay? So now we're gonna keep on with our different brother. It's going to be Wabi. Wabi, you get the microphone, brother. Let's go really quick with you.
Yeah, teacher, thank you once again. So first of all, I can say that the book changed my mind. So the book has changed my mind. This is my mindset. First of all, it's because I don't read for read. So when I read some book like financial book, we're talking about financial. So I don't read for read, but even though I can't catch 100% all of the things in the book, but maybe some at 25% I can say I catch something. It's because this book for me is really interested. And then so last time I thought when people got a beautiful car as a beautiful house, I could say that so some people got rich. This man is really rich. And then when I read Rich Dad and Poor Dad, I realized that I was lying. It's because you can get a beautiful car, a beautiful house. It's not mean you got a asset. It's not mean you got money. It's not mean you are rich for that. This is that can be a liability. So this is the reason I know that now. So when I will buy something, I have to know before if it's an asset or an ability, if it can give me money or if it can put out money in my pocket. So this is what it is. And then so I learned so in this book when our poor parents recommend us to go to school to go to the university to get a better job, after that to get rich. They have they have given life to us, you know. So it's because to become rich, to become financial, to become a wealth man, it's not about working very hard. It's not about to be a doctor. It's not about to military, to work in the marine, to get a great background degree, but it's about to financially educated, to get knowledge in finance. Sure. So this is what it is, teacher. I learned this tip too about the book, and then I learned to I can work to other people like my boss, and then I'm trying to build my asset. I'm trying to build my business. This is own my own. This is yeah. This is so I'm trying to get my own business when at the same time I'm working to other people. Yeah. So this is what it is, teacher. I learned this tip too in the book, and then so okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna use this tip. So in the cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki said that you can't you can achieve that goal without getting a coach. He recommend us to get a coach. He recommend us to get people or to looking for people who already succeed, who already get success, and always who already cross that wall. So you can. It's really difficult to get an asset. So it's not difficult to get to be in the big budget. Is because when you when you work to other people in your company, you can invest your money. Like you can buy something, and then you can get a mini market on your house, and then to buy to sell something, some product in your house, like you got your own business. But not, it's not an asset. So every business not mean an asset for that. So this is the reason you have to get a coach, you have to get a mentor to hold your hand, and then to another to lead you, to show you the way you will become like a millionaire, like a wealth man, like a rich man. So it's because you can't cross the way without people who already cross it. So I'm about it's that I'm a try to do it now. So I think that before I read the Rich Dad and Poor Dad, so I was already get a mentor. I was already get a coach who trying to lead me, who trying to show me the way, who trying to show me the way to get enhanced, to get to be in the high quadrant. So it's because it's not mean you can get a beautiful car, and then you get a business, you get your own business, and then to say that you are in the high quadrant. Not you're that's not much like that. So the first thing you have to do, you when you are in the big quadrant, you have to get a coach, get a mentor, get someone who already host the road in order to lead you in the way, to show you the way, to become rich, to free financially. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Right, really good, really sweet, my dear brother, you, Mr. Wabi. You did a really good job. I really appreciate it and I really thank you. And I know you guys, you're here paying attention, listening carefully. I really thank and I really congratulate you, my dear brother. And about you, the other guys, do you want to say something that you've learned from this interesting book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad? Mm-hmm. Let me know, guys. You guys who are on YouTube, let me know if you're here. Say yes. Say yes. Please, if you're here on YouTube, let us know. And don't forget, guys, you can also share your opinion on YouTube as well. You can do that in Creole on YouTube, or you can do that in English as well. Okay, guys, so we are about to go. We are about to go. Oh, we will get somebody right here. Miss Elda, you get the microphone, my beautiful sister.
Okay, thank you so much again, Teacher Michael. Even though I haven't finished reading the book yet, we got in the question. I learned a lot from the book, which dad from dad, about how to make money. And I know good advice includes the section in buying asset that can generate income, and the advice to advise liabilities. For example, it's also subjects, yeah, subjects, and thinking like an investor. For example, in a business to be profitable, something I learned also advise consumer debt and think before you spend. Really a good advice. And many people also want to work to learn money. Yeah, to earn money, not learn. Work to earn money. But the book advice, to learn how to sell and marketing also. Not only learn to work to earn money. You can sell and make marketing if you want to have a business. And also another good piece of advice is to focus on working for yourself instead also of working for a salary your whole life. And same advice, for example, I learned, and since advice transforms one's mindset about money, I plan to apply to eliminate my debts since tonight, because I learned a lot, and this book left a good example for me. From one now, I will learn to save money seriously. And good example, for example, in I carry assets to put money in my bucket. I want to stop working just to earn a salary. And also, I must to apply some advice. The book gives me. So it's Teacher Michael. I remember in Haiti, I was a professional in that, like I had my own business. But you know that, left my country, living there, failure. Eh, when I was living in Haiti, for that reason, my sweet dream, like I am reading in this book, help me to ask, for my question for myself. In 3 more years, I will have my own business. Since tonight, since tonight. This is my dream. Never waste time. Never waste time. Even though in the future I want to have my business, even if it's more, I will create my own business because it's really important, this book. And I will try like to make more time, even though I know difficult for me. But if I make 30 minutes to read, maybe I know I will learn something and can teach myself with the listen left this book for me, because tomorrow I want to create my own business.
I really appreciate and I really think and I really congratulate you as well because Griselda, you are a really good example for the other folks who are here, especially the other mothers, because I know you work from Monday to Saturday. You're a really busy person, a busy mom, but you read, you read. Do you understand? And I hope you're gonna get opportunity to reach that beautiful goal that you have. Do you understand? To own your own business, especially in the three coming years. Thank you, and thank you a million. So, don't forget, guys, j'aimerais dire, on va parler du corps avec finance. Objectif, là, c'est pour nous capables de jouer avec anglais. C'est pour nous capables de parler anglais en façon naturelle. Nous connaissons sujet ça difficile, même en créole, on va pas monter ce sujet ça comme ça. C'est pour cette raison, nous encourageons les étudiants nous pour lire. C'est-à-dire nous-mêmes, nous prêts pour n'importe combat, nous prêts pour n'importe sujet pour nous parler de lui parce que nous avons pile cause dans la tête. Okay? So, I really appreciate and I really thank all of you. Pas oublier, guys, nous avons possibilité pour nous partager opinion sur YouTube tout. Nous avons fait ça en créole. Qui quelques tips, qui quelques conseils pratiques que vous avez appris dans le livre Père riche et Père pauvre là, en rapport avec comment pour monde capable de faire corbe. Et qui genre ou planifier pour appliquer dans la vie ou pour capable atteindre sa nouvelle indépendance financière. So, for example, in our culture, people, not in our culture, in general, to become financially free, we have another word we can use. Sometimes we say, okay, to become rich. In our culture, this is taboo to talk about becoming rich. Do you understand? But sometimes people say it. When you get money, you get enough to survive, you get enough to take care of other people as well. If you don't work during 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, you get enough to keep surviving. I mean, you're free financially. Do you understand? I'm not talking about when you get a job. I'm not talking when you're working for somebody. I'm not talking when you're working, only working, you get a business or you're a doctor. No, you keep working hard. But when you get your money working for you, you're kind of free. Sometimes they call those people rich people. So, how do people see rich people in our community, especially in Haiti? How do people see rich people? Comment moun yo wè moun ki rich yo nan sosyete nou, sitou nan peyi nou, koman yo wè moun ki rich yo? Defwa yo rayi yo. Defwa yo rayi yo. That's the reason we have the last question for tonight. The question number 3. The last question for tonight says, why shouldn't we hate people who are rich and at the same time not judge and criticize those who are poor? Pou ki sa nou pata dwe rayi moun ki rich yo? Et en même temps, pour ne pas juger et critiquer mon qui pauvre yo. Cette question est compliquée, elle est difficile, elle est lourde. Faut que vous ayez anglais pour élaborer. Do you guys want to say something before we finish? This is the last question. This is the last question. This is the last opportunity you have to say something. Why shouldn't we hate people who are rich and at the same time not criticize and judge the other folks? Let's go, please, Mr. Emmanuel. You get the microphone, brother.
Thank you, Teacher Michael, for the last opportunity. And as you mentioned, unfortunately, in our culture, we hate rich people, but we have to love them instead of hate them because they spend night, days, months, years working hard to become financially free. Even though we know the situation in Haiti, sometimes they steal our money. We are talking about some of them, not all of them, but others, they work really hard to get the money. We have to talk with them, ask them questions how they get money. But if you want to be financially free, not to hate them, because somebody who wants to become financially free, we have to work hard, and sometimes we have to fail. Sometimes we have to take risks. But the most important thing, we have to love them, even though in our culture we don't have to do that. But is as the second question talking about is a taboo subject. But if we ask somebody, uh, where what is the paycheck? But it for that person is a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because it's a sabot subject. But we don't have to hate rich people. We can learn from them. Sometimes they post videos on social media. We can follow them, ask them questions that can gonna really help. And we don't have to criticize people who are poor because we don't have the same path in life. Sometimes, the situation is really hard. Just imagine someone who is working hard to get maybe a car, a house, and at the end of the day, the gangsters put them away. Sometimes the gangsters kill their family, friends, but we don't have to criticize them. And sometimes, if we can help, maybe to give some advice, it's better to criticize the poor people. This is my point of view, teacher.
Mm, really deep. You're kind of humble as well, my brother. I love it. The way you see that question. Guys, question ça dit comme ça. Pour qui ça, nous pas de railler, moun qui riche yo? Et en même temps, pas critiquer ou bien juger moun qui pauvre yo. Pour qui ça? Ou gen possibilité sur YouTube là, et critique commentaire ou bay réponse soit en anglais, soit en créole. C'est plus bon si en anglais, but ou libre, ou capable faire en anglais ou bien en créole. Et puis devant, ou gen possibilité pour parler anglais seulement. Why shouldn't we hate people who are rich? And at the same time, not judge and criticize those who are poor. Miss Tafy, you get the microphone, my beautiful one. Open the mic and try to elaborate, please.
Do you hear me, Jamaica?
Very
No,
well, very well, very
no,
well.
no, Yes, I think this is a great question. And when I was looking at the topic, precisely the sixth one, when I get in the third one, I take a little time to think. And why is because in our society, specifically as Asian people, we know in our environment sometimes being raising maybe in a middle class family or maybe a poor class family, sometimes the way they make you think about money. Do you hear me well?
Very well, very well.
Okay. The way people make us think about money, but if you cannot even talk about something, you cannot, want to get to that point that I said in my first comment. And they always make the people who get money like they are not like evil, but they have been working really hard. Have I been reading in the books? People who get rich make a lot of sacrifice. They sacrifice themselves sometimes. They sacrifice the gratification they can have. They delayed it to get where they want to go. Sometimes people make you think they just want your blood. They don't even need you. Because the way people make you think about we sometimes with the mindset, with the idea as we are growing up, that can push people to hate rich people, don't learn from them. And another thing is the way maybe sometime we're not in the political stuff, but maybe this is the way the behavior the rich people in our country get sometime. We make other people hate them in our society. I don't talk about other country. I talk about my country. The behavior they have. Because I had a lot of experience. I heard a lot of people complaining about the way they get in the way to not give them the opportunity, maybe the chance to get where they want. I have an anecdote. There is one people would say they want to get into a business and they get them a warning. You have to back down. Do you think that person gonna love rich people in our country? I can say no. Because you have to back down. They say this thing, this territory, it's our territory, you cannot get there. And they have to back down. Otherwise, you know what can happen. In a country there is the law, people do whatever they want. Sometimes it's the behaviors to the rich people have toward others that make other people hate them. Not because they are rich, but the behavior they have make other people hate them. Not because they are rich, but because they do things is not good. And this is a new and on Asian music. They say if the result is important, they don't want to know how you get the result. No,
Mhm.
the way you go to the result is important because if it's a great path, you can teach others. As Rich Dad say, he never a good person who want to learn, but he become a person who educate other people in another system. Sometimes it's not the way the person did the thing we hate. It's not the person itself we like we say we hate. I think this is one of the reasons sometimes if they can be open minded, like Mr. Robert Kiyosaki did, like the rich dad did, to share what you have, the way you can come become a leader like them, maybe others gonna see them always. It's because they want to keep everything for themselves that make others hate them. I talk about my country. But we shouldn't hate them. Me, I gonna try to choose to be, even though I was going to apply from the rich people one or two, I will try to, get out of this quadrant, like we said, in the left quadrant to be in the B quadrant. Even though you cannot get where they got, but if you become independent, that's gonna help you to not hate them because sometimes they make a lot of sacrifice to get them. We don't know what type of sacrifice, but they did. If we can read so many books, we can say everyone who choose to be successful in life, they sacrifice a lot of things. Be yourself. Try to sacrifice to become what you want. And for the second part of the creation, it's about the poor people. I read the book was the title was Success is a Choice. We can say because it is a choice also. In the book we have been reading, like the rich dad, the Cashflow Quadrant, that people will say, like Mr. Robert said, yeah, he's the friend. They play, they say, I'm good where I am, I don't want to move. They got a lot of excuses to say, I don't want to move, I have a bill to pay, I have a family to take care. They try to stay as an E or as an S. You can have, cannot criticize the person if you don't want to move forward in life. Like Teacher Michael said at the beginning, each of us has our own path. We will not go in the same way. This is why you see we have 5 fingers. Each of them is not the same. People can choose to stay here, they can choose to go to the top. But if their choice is not our choice to decide what they want and what they don't want in life, we don't have to decide for them. I won't criticize somebody if you don't want to move forward in life. Like you always said, you always encouraging us to read. And I'm really, really grateful to you because thanks to you, my mind, I don't have the same I have 4 years ago, 2 years ago. But if someone is don't want to wait to open his mind, I cannot criticize the person. Success is a choice. This is your choice. You try to make it. I cannot forcing you to do something you don't want to do. If you want to stay poor, stay poor. If I want to be rich, don't criticize me also. Why we don't hate me also? Because I choose. Each of us right here has a choice to make. Become rich, even though people hate us, but we know we're gonna make a lot of sacrifice to get there. That's the problem. If we get good result, we take the good way, like in the book we read, Take the good path. Don't Rita always say to Robert, don't do anything illegal. Be honest. Being rich honestly. You're gonna love yourself and you're gonna have people who love you. Because like Rich Dad said, he always gives to the charity because he has money, he can decide. It's the same thing. The poor people decide to stay poor, they will be always relying on others. You see what I mean? This is why I'm not criticizing anybody who is trying to be poor, but me, I'm gonna try to see if I can get to the top to become what I want to be, the better version of myself. Thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me the mic.
Really did. It was like a sermon. Do you understand? I love it. I really appreciate it, and I really congratulate you as well, my beautiful Steffi. Do you understand? As I used to say, I will never ever forget your name. I will never ever forget your hard work as well, the way that you worked really hard. Gen moun defwa ki la ki di, non, eske se chans ki fe ou ka pale anglais, pi ou ka pale, na pale de finance. Gen moun debil ou pi bouch li tout bebe. An kreol, oui? But listen, my clan, guys. This is mindset. This is knowledge. You understand? Ici, là, il va anglais seulement parler. Nous, nous ka parler de n'importe cause, nous parler de finance. Question ça, elle dit, pour qui ça nous va t'adorer à moun qui riche yo, et en même temps, pour ne pas critiquer moun qui pauvre yo, et pour ne pas juger yo. Guys, nous même qui sur YouTube, partagez commentaires nous en créole, parce que sous Zoom là, m'a donne pardon, parce que me parle créole, mais c'est anglais nous parler ici là. C'est anglais nous parler même. Je sais élaborer. Ça, c'est pas les mêmes qui classe là, guys. Pour un monde qui est connecté pour la première fois, classe yo fait sous Zoom 2 fois par semaine. Session a commencé lundi. Et nous avons une classe pour étudiants qui est beginner, qui est intermédiaire, qui est advanced. Sur un niveau de ces tests n'a pas ça, nous ne pouvons pas le mettre dans la classe comme ça, guys. Il y a des fois qui plein, qui dit, oh, moi, ouais, tout le monde déjà parlé anglais. Haïtien, là, oui. Si vous parlez anglais, vous êtes jeune anglais. Qui était jeune anglais. Donc, ça veut dire c'est où nous avons commencé dans zéro. Steffi commencé absolument à zéro. À zéro. Il apprend zéro, sorti zéro, il fait côté hier. Et histoire, mais Steffi, le Steffi a appris anglais, il vient enceinte, il fait ses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, il fait bébé. L'hôpital là, c'est dans le lycée, mais il est connecté dans quoi? Il a pas apprendre. Et puis, mais les jeudi, notamment, il y a un résultat, ça a tout. Mais c'est après, travail dit, ou après, atteindre l'objectif là. Okay? Guys, okay, good. So now we're gonna go with different people. We're gonna go with different people. It's going to be Miss West Caroline. Bon, je un petit bagay vite. Par exemple, moi, je Steve, nous parce que nous les mêmes bagay, nous gardons les mêmes bagay. Mais vous avez un monsieur qui baille un secret façon, il va dire pour venir riche, non? De façon capable de gagner 10 000, 100 000 dollars plus rapide. Il dit, mais qui ça vous fait? Il dit, à partir de juste ça qui venir là, yo, essayer de vivre plus bas que ça ou rentrer. Il dit, pas acheter rad. Ou dans le jour qui vient là, pas acheter rad. Ou question rad là, faut rester. Vivre avec rad ou gagner, yo. Ou même qui est États-Unis, soit pas marié, pas bail conseil non guys. Me dit mais qui ça lui dit? Ouais, vivre dans chambre avec un monde si c'est possible. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But you're saving. You're saving. You're saving. Ou vivre plus bas que ça avant rentrer. Pour dire ou pas sortir à amis, ou pas sortir avec une famille, mais pas n'importe famille tout. Ou save, ou save, ou save. Parce que les riches là pas facile non. This is baby steps. Les pas de voler non, mais vivre plus bas que moyen. Et si vous faites ça, il y a 1 an, il y a 2 ans, on saisi, on voit comment scoreboard a monté. Et puis après ça, on doit train, on doit apprendre façon pour capable continuer manage and invest. So guys, I'm sorry for the Creole, but we're gonna go with somebody right here. It's going to be Miss West Carlin, my beautiful sister. You get the microphone, open it, and try to say things about that subject, please. Let's go with you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Teacher Michael.
Good evening.
My name is Wes Carlin. I'm from Haiti, and I'm living in the Dominican Republic. So it's a pleasure for me tonight to be here, and I'm gonna say something about the third question. From my point of view, we should not hate rich people, and at the same time, not judge and criticize those who are poor. First, we should not hate rich people because being rich does not automatically make someone greedy, selfish, or dishonest. Many rich people have worked hard, taken taken risks, solved problems, and created opportunities for others. Second, we should not judge or criticize poor people because poverty can result from many factors beyond a person's control, such as economic conditions, illness, family circumstances, lack of opportunities, or unexpected setbacks. Judging people for being poor can discourage and hurt those who are already facing difficulties. To conclude, we should not hate the rich because rich does not determine character. And we should not criticize the poor because poverty does not determine worth. Every person deserves respect, understanding, and fair treatment. That's all. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Oh, very sweet, very sweet. I love it. And I really congratulate you as well, Miss Kylie, because I see you in the same path. Do you understand? Like Miss Neftali, Miss Steffi, and ou a bouje menm jan pou avanse menm tras avèk pi gran yo, ok? Do you understand? Li pa fasil, menm jan Lionel Messi, menm jan avèk pi lot pi gran yo ki nou konen, menm jan Miss Steffi wa here, menm jan Neftali, menm jan Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Early. I love it. You've been doing a really great job. I really appreciate. And I think you're a really good example for the other folks in your class as well. Guys, we are about to go, but I would like you folks to say something about that topic that we've been discussing together. So now it's going to be with my dear brother, Mr. Early. You get the microphone. The question number 3, pour qui ça nous pas dwe rayi moun ki riche yo et en même temps pour nous pas juger et critiquer moun ki pauvre yo. You get the microphone, brother. Open it and elaborate.
Okay, thank you again, bro. So, according to me, there are two reasons why people hate the rich people. I mean, in my culture, the first one is because in my culture, as I always hear, why they hate rich people is because the mindset is all of the rich people are being rich or getting rich in wrong things or by doing bad things they're getting rich. That's why they hate rich people. The second reason, most of the time, uh, um, the rich people, the majority of rich people, when they are getting, when they have money, like when they have a lot of things, they are very comfortable, really comfortable. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in God. That's why in my culture, in my country, beautiful Haiti, people hate the rich people. And the third reason, is they don't really know how those people getting rich. But here, why we shouldn't hate those people. Being rich is not only mean having money, because to have money, to be rich, that requires knowledge of using money. So before you get rich, you have to have knowledge, discipline, patience. and motivation. All of those things you have to learn them. That's a process. That's a process. When we talk about process are not always easy. To learn how to discipline yourself, it's a process. To be a patient person, it's a process because it's not easy at all to have this quality. To learn how to use money is a process. It's not easy to because we are living in a world where everything is beautiful. Most of not everything, not all things, but mostly everything is possible with money. Okay, so to be in which to rejecting things that you want, to have things that you need is not easy. For that reason, being for to be in which is the process. It's a very hard process. That's why we shouldn't hate those people, those people who get rich. No, there are people who are rich, but they don't have money. I don't know if you agree with that, but I'm correct. There are rich people without money. You are rich. It's it's depend of the kind of mindset you have.
Mhm.
Okay, your rich is depend of your mindset. For that reason, when we say rich people, not always think about having car, big how we call that? How we call it? Okay, let's say big house because I forget the name for that. Okay, mansion. Okay, big mansion. Okay, it's not that doesn't mean you are rich. Okay, that doesn't mean you are rich. Of course, when you got money, money is a power, is protection, but it's truly powerful when you know how to use money. And that will make you rich. Why I don't have to criticize poor person is because I come from two family. A rich one, a poor one. My dad family are rich. I say that for first time. My dad is a rich guy, and my mom is trying to survive. Keep working hard every day. I grew up with my mom. If my mom would give me education, not my dad. I know my dad when I was 18 years old. So even though he has money, I can say not for me. Okay, but my mom forced a lot to put me where I am today. So that's why even though I can get if I get rich tomorrow, I won't never ever criticize a poor person because I come from in a poor family.
Mhm.
Yeah, I come from in a poor family. Okay. So in my school, people say I'm intelligent. I'm this. I'm that. Grace of God first, grace of and then grace of my mother. Okay. Before I was a Jehovah Witness, I used to hate my dad. Yeah, like my friend was like, you are very stupid. Your dad has money. You have to be humble with him. To take advantage. To be like benef to be you know to like having collaboration with your dad so you can benefit money he has. I say no. I wasn't grow with money. I don't say I will die with money. Without money. I wasn't grow with money. I don't say I will die without money. But I won't go to my dad's family because I want money from them because they're near I was born. But I get known when I was 18 years old. But my mom, yes, I know my mom worked by selling clothes, by selling. She sells sneakers. She work in restaurants for our education. She even work with a family's house. Doing babysitting for us for three boys and one girl to make their education. That's the one of the biggest reason why I want never ever criticize a poor person. And if I would, if if I got money, if I got money, and Jehovah see already, I will ignore him. I prefer stay poor. I prefer working as a receptionist. So there's two people I want never ever avoid or ignore or deny in my life. Jehovah, my mom.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. Thank
Great.
you, brother.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate and I really congratulate you because you talk not only with your mind, but also you talk with your heart as well. You really open your heart to understand, to really spread words, spread things for our here. I really appreciate and I really thank you, my dear brother, Mr. Aaron. So, guys, nous là, nous allons parler d'un sujet qui est difficile, qui est profond en pile. C'est pour tester capacité ou dans quel niveau anglais ou là. Like niveau pour flow idée ou capable de venir sans pile effort. Alors, marché dit ou parler anglais, ben, ou parler anglais, mon petit ou parler anglais, ya. Donc, ici, là, c'est ça nous fait. C'est ça nous fait. John Steen, ou pas seulement parler anglais, mais ou de gagner connaissance. Donc, si vous gagner niveau du tout, on a commencé à bébé là là. Même chaque question riche, mon a parlé de l'IA, c'est pas un seul jour, son process, it's a process, do you understand? Si vous connaissez mon voisin qui t'a aimé apprendre anglais, nous avons une nouvelle session chaque mois, et nous avons une nouvelle session qui a commencé lundi qui va venir, contactez-nous. C'est pas non, classe qu'on s'ouvre à lire, vous commencez à non, vous commencez à bébé là là, ok? Vous commencez à bébé là là pour nous capables de grandir. So now we're gonna go with a different person, a young lady right here. You, Miss Junica, you get the microphone. So, pour qui ça nous pas traduire railler mon qui riche yo, et en même temps, pour ne pas critiquer mon qui pauvre yo et juger yo. You get the mic, Miss Junica. Open it and try to talk, please.
Good evening, everyone. As I said before, I'm Joe. Um, I think we should not hate rich people because you cannot become what you hate. If you haven't got toward death, wealth or money will stop us from having partial freedom. At the same time, we should not judge or criticize poor people, poverty usually or result of a lack of financial education, not a lack of effort through financial borrowing. Mean learning from the rich while showing respect to everyone.
Mm, mm.
This is my
This
point
is
of view.
yeah, this is wisdom. I love it. I appreciate it, and I really congratulate you. Okay, guys, I know for some of you it's not easy. It's not easy because the subject is really deep. It's really deep. Mais j'aimerais que toujours dit, tout le monde prend patience avec tête, commence avec tête, et puis continue de travailler, et puis chaque mois qui passe, gardez tête dans le miroir. Parce que si vous êtes raison de faire club là dans chaque dernier week-end dans le mois, vous gardez tête dans le miroir, où est-ce qu'on grandit? Si vous grandissez, on va voir, oui. Okay, I'm so proud of you guys, and I really congratulate all of you. Et me connais, jeudi, c'est vendredi, et l'État, il va le faire 11 heures. Nous bon moyen pile dans le temps, nous. C'est sacrifice, c'est love, nous gagnons pour anglais, c'est love, nous gagnons pour this beautiful environment. That's the reason, guys, you're here. Nous allons continuer avec le club là, dimanche. On continue avec le dimanche. Donc, pour raison ça, guys, nous avons gagné et l'autre question qui c'est question numéro 3 pour arriver dans 6 là. Mais dimanche, nous allons gagner quelque chose de really, I'm sorry, dimanche, nous avons gagné quelque chose qui est vraiment, vraiment intéressant. Parce que le club là, aujourd'hui, nous parlons plus d'un livre qui est le Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Et puis dimanche, on va parler de Rich Dad and Poor Dad tout, ou capable toujours utiliser pour soutenir l'idée. Question numéro 4 là, qui a question numéro 1 pour dimanche, il dit comme ça, what are some strategies for achieving financial independence? Qui est stratégie, qui est tips, qui est suggestion, qui est conseil ou apprendre quelque part, soit dans le livre ça ou bien dans l'autre livre, dans l'autre source, qui quelques stratégies on est capable d'utiliser pour arriver à atteindre indépendance financière. And the other part of the question says, how can the good use of technology help us to achieve financial goals faster and easier? Deuxième partie, elle dit, mais comment bonne utilisation de technologie capable d'aider nous pour nous atteindre et objectifs financiers nous plus rapide et plus facile? Je dis sur Internet là, je regardé un Haïtien qui allait dans Biden, depuis la petite quantité comme la fait par mois. Ou ka gen doute de li, il va écrire gado, ou ka gen doute de li, mais lui-même lui dit mais qui ça lui fait. Ou pas qu'être l'autre jeune sur Internet là, gen moun qui critique, qui dit non, il a dit mon tapoter, c'est mandé, il a demandé, yeah, mais on met mine, on met mine. Et peut-être moun ka wè Ariana ou ka wè d'autres, ou ka dit c'est chance, but c'est utilisation de Internet là. The deuxième partie question, il dit, how can the good use of technology help us to achieve our financial goal faster and easier? Qui façon, bonne utilisation de technologie capable d'aider nous pour nous atteindre objectifs financiers qui nous gagnent plus facile et plus rapide? Ou bien, je fais recherche, guys. Fais recherche, rassembler informations dimanche pour capable vraiment élaborer dans le club là qui nous a gagné. OK? And the question number 5, qui a, ça c'est question numéro 2 pour dimanche, il dit comme ça, what have you learned from some good financial books, such as Rich Dad and the Cashflow Quadrant, that surprise you more about finance and investing? Question ça, les profond tout. Question ça, dit qui bon livre. Qui kek bagay ou apprendre dans quelques bons livres qui ont rapport avec finance, par exemple Rich Dad avec Cashflow Quadrant, qui étonne au plus, ou bien qui s'y prend au plus en rapport avec question finance et investir. Et ou a des possibilités pour élaborer. And the last question, which is going to be the question number 6, it's going to be really deep. That question says, what if there was no risk in investing? How would the financial markets look different? And in which area would you invest? Question numéro 6, là dit, bon, c'est pas de risque du tout. Comment marché investissement, marché investissement, comment marché financier là d'appuyer, I'm sorry. C'est pas de risque du tout, comment marché financier là d'appuyer. Comment ça paraît différent avec aujourd'hui. Et finalement, ou même dans quel domaine que vous avez investi comme vous. Mathieu m'a parlé avec un petit frère qui t'a montré une source façon pour investir. Il dit, en fait, dans l'investi, guys, j'en ai ça dans le cash flow quadrant. Il y a un risque tout. Il y a un risque. Il y a un risque. Même j'ai pour monde qui veut gagner un bébé, il peut perdre un bébé pendant grossesse là. Il peut perdre le bébé pendant le processus d'accouchement, il peut perdre le après, et qu'on a un risque pour tous les démons. Donc, là, on investit un risque. Mais il dit, le monde qui investit $40, dans mon ski, non, voilà, 1000 combien de dollars. Ben, ça, c'est façon d'investir. OK? So, nous allons parler de business, nous allons parler de finance, nous allons parler de stratégie pour être capable de créer et gagner business. Et ensuite, nous allons parler d'investissement. Nous encourageons à utiliser le livre qui est le Cashflow Quadrant, qui c'est même auteur Rich Dad and Poor Dad là, pour nous capable de supporter l'idée nous pendant le club. Nous avons dimanche là. So, thank you. So, I really think, and I really appreciate, and I really congratulate all of you folks for being here tonight to spend this time with me. It was about like almost 3 hours. I really appreciate and I really congratulate you guys. So,
Say something.
I'm sorry.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It's a Miss Dania want to make a comment, but she didn't know how to raise hand. She said you didn't see her in the chat.
Nah, I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Danya. I'm sorry, Danya, but I'm catching about Miko. I'm sorry, Danya. And você muito como vous levez meu, mama di pado.
Yeah, this is it. We're gonna send her the video about some women. We have.
Okay. Are you here, Danya? Do you want to say something now, or you gonna stay for Sunday?
Good evening, Mr. Michael. Good evening, guys.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How you been?
Yes, I can say good. Everything's good right here. Even though, I'm a kind of sick, but I'm trying like to do my best to feel better. I can say I'm good for now, trying to survive.
I want to say something about the topic, but you're finished to.
Yeah, if you want, you can say, but still, I'm sorry, if you want to, you can stay for Sunday. You just prepare and to participate Sunday. But if you want, I can give you opportunity. Which question do you want to say something? The question number one, number two, or number three?
The last topic.
Okay, the last question. So the last question says, why shouldn't we hate people who are rich and at the same time not judge and criticize those who are poor?
Can I elaborate? Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you get the mic.
okay. Um, Personally, for me, I don't think the people hate the rich simply because um the rich. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't think people hate the rich simply because they have money. That I want. Well, I go to work about. I go to oppose that subject. Um, I think many people are frustrated with the way some willing individual and powerful institution influence society. It's true that many rich people work hard to get where they are, but sometimes the system seems to make it harder for ordinary people to succeed no matter how what they work. The cost of living keeps rising, opportunity can be limited, and many people feel like they are constantly struggling just keep up. As a result, some people believe that economic system benefit those who are already wealthy more than those who are trying to improve the situation. At the same time, I don't think we should judge our prejudices for people. Life adds up and down, and people's circumstance can change at any time. Not everyone will work hard because successful, and not everyone who struggles is lazy. I've always believed that journey is more important than the destination. Many
Mm.
people work incredibly hard, but never get opportunities they need to move forward. That's why I think those who have more resolve, I think those who have more resolve, you help create fair opportunities in decent job. So what everyone who is willing to work at a witching to build a better life. That I want to say. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I really appreciate and I really congratulate you. I would think. And I really love the way that you see things as well. And I just encourage you, keep working like this and prepare well for Sunday because this coming Sunday, as I said, we're gonna get Q&A questions and you're gonna get opportunity to say things. Okay, guys, so we are about to finish. We're about to go. I really thank all of you guys. I really appreciate your effort, your sacrifice. Si on monte là pour première fois ou pas de dire rien en anglais et puis vous voulez améliorer anglais, pas oublier ou capable d'écrire nous en privé. Ou bien quitter un commentaire sur YouTube là, sur Zoom, non, quitter un commentaire sur YouTube plutôt. Et comme ça, moi, nous capable de dire plus. Don't forget, Sunday it's going to be the other day that we're gonna get the club. I encourage you guys to prepare well and really like to enjoy the moment that we're gonna have together. So that's all for tonight. Have a good night. I love you folks. Sleep well, like smart. And see you tomorrow and see you on Sunday at the same time. Have a good night, everybody.
Friday.
Have a good night.
bagay yo pa jam ka apprendre nan men yo, même si yo ta depote yo. Apprendre anglais tande, ou sonje mte pale yo. My name is Steffi from Comwad Language Courses. Dans Comwad Language Courses, nous utilisons pi bon méthode qui c'est méthode conversation. Nous pas focus sur le grammatical. Ça qui est plus important pour nous c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça attend pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from Comwad Language Courses. Comwad Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend à parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'on apprend à parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a Internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette, ou bien un laptop, qui sont aptes pour commencer. Nouveau session, c'est moi ça. Ou capable d'écrire un numéro ça, qu'on soit besoin toute information que vous avez besoin. N'attend nous toutes.
Connaissance, c'est celle bagay yo pa jam ka apprendre nan men yo, même si yo ta depote yo. Apprendre anglais tande, ou sonje mte pale yo. My name is Steffi from Comwad Language Courses. Dans Comwad Language Courses, nous utilisons pi bon méthode qui c'est méthode conversation. Nous pas focus sur le grammatical. Ça qui est plus important pour nous c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça attend pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from Commonwealth Language Courses. Commonwealth Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend nous parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'on apprend parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a Internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette, ou bien un laptop, qui soit obtenu pour commencer, nouveau session, c'est moi ça. Ou capable d'écrire un numéro ça, qu'on soit besoin toute information que vous avez besoin. N'attend nous toutes.
Connaissance, c'est celle bagaille yo pas jamais qu'apprendre dans main. Même si yo t'a déporté ou. Apprendre anglais attendez, ou songe m'te parler ou. My name is Steffi from Commonwealth Language Courses. Dans Commonwealth Language Courses, nous utilisons plus bonne méthode qui c'est méthode conversation. Nous pas focus sur le grammatical. Ça qui est plus important pour nous c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça attend pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from Commonwealth Language Courses. Commonwealth Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend nous parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'on apprend parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a Internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette, ou bien un laptop, qui soit obtenu pour commencer, nouveau session, c'est moi ça. Ou capable d'écrire un numéro ça, qu'on soit besoin toute information que vous avez besoin. N'attend nous toutes.